sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards.
Don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Four yards remain for second down. Here's a give to Etienne. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Check 50, check 50.
They go play action with Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On second down and 4, Jones. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Throwing Jones, sliding out of the pocket, and able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Jones. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. From the gun, Jones. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Buying time to his left. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
First down, Browns.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Javonte Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the 44, Jones. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. A good pickup there at 22. Jones throwing on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Browns. Sterling Shepard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Steelers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And some space here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Jones. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's got Higbee complete right side. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So Mike's number one, Mike's number one.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
On third down, Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Meanwhile, Jones' throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
And he goes out right around the 39.
7 yards, the pickup there.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That's complete left side to Shepard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On second and a long way to go. Jones. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 7. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's got some space here. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we have to give all the credit to the defense there. Very disciplined in their approach. Never allowed a cutback lane, which was exactly what he was looking for. They end up forcing him out of bounds for a loss.
2nd and 11.
Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his left. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Daniel Jones, 28 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Here's ETN.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Open man is Uzomah.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Off the option, here's Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
Check 31, check 31.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. A little jet sweep to start the drive. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 97 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Again, it's Williams.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. And got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Browns on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Daniel Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Steelers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And
he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Jackson now. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it again with Williams. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 125 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Steps away to his left. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Forced out to it, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Daniel Jones
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Here's McCray now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Jackson's throw complete there to Moore.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Watch one. It's our field.
One last shot for Jackson. Dancing to his left. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Cleveland,
they improved their mark to 12-4 with 1 game to go.